Do you feel like you're constantly trying to manage sweets in the house? Let me tell you what we did. It felt like my girls were coming home like every day with sweets, candy, whether it's from school, from a friend, from a play date, from ballet. And then of course they wanted to eat it. So then it was the constant questioning of, can we have our candy? Can we have our candy? And I felt like I was constantly having to say no. But then I was second guessing myself because I don't want to just be super restrictive just for the sake of being restrictive. But also I know that obviously candy every day, chocolate every day is not part of a healthy lifestyle. But I'm also totally not on board with the whole demonizing sweets and guilt tripping over sugar. I really want my girls to have a healthy relationship with food, but that does not mean letting them have free range over whatever they want to eat. We obviously know that sugar is super addictive, and if my girls had a choice, yeah, they would eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So as a parent, it's my job to set the boundaries around what they can eat and when. So we started these. Each child has their own bin, and when they come home from school or Easter egg hunts with a bunch of candy, it all goes in the bin. And then once a week, usually on Fridays, this is usually our rest day, they get to pick one piece of candy from their bin. They get to choose whichever piece they want, and they can have it usually sometime after breakfast. We do talk about how when we have something sweet, we usually want to have that with some sort of protein so it doesn't spike our glucose and make us tired and then give us an energy crash. And this way of doing things has honestly made a huge difference. To be honest, what I was tempted to do was just kind of avoid the subject, put the candy up, and then at some point just throw it away and hope they forgot. But I knew that doing something like that could lead to a break in trust and could lead to them wanting to actually start hiding the candy. This has worked so much better. And I think that's just because now there's a lot of clarity around when it's time for candy and when it's not. And I think that really comes down to now I can have confidence in my no when it's not time, and then I can have freedom to let them pick out a piece and enjoy it when it is time. I'm super curious if there are other families that feel like they're struggling with this, and if you think this would be helpful. So if you try this out, let me know how it goes. And if you need help with setting boundaries in general, join the Transformational Parenting Program to get that